Hi everyone, Judy here from Judy's Handmade Creations. I hope all is doing well. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the bell so when I upload a video, you'll be notified. And today I'll be sharing some craft trends that I've seen trending on social media, and some that I'll be trying, and one that I already tried. And I'll show you what I got. Let's get started. So the first one craft trend that I've seen that I would like to try is squeegee painting, and this you can get from the Dollar Tree store for $1.25. This could be for bigger canvases. And then I got these little squeegees, paint squeegees here. It's a 2-pack, and this is Altif Loft, and these are from Michael's. We get 2 in there. And I also got this canvas panel here, and this is from the Dollar Tree store. And I think this is a this is a 12 by 12 inch for $1.25. I got this to do squeegee painting with. And I also got this stretch canvas, and I think you can get these from Walmart or Michael's. I also got this, and I got different kinds of paints that I got from, I think mainly all my paints I got from Walmart. I have lots of paints that I have just been collecting. So you get all kinds of paint. I got a whole thing of paint for squeegee painting. It's good to have all different colors, which I got all different colors here. Folks Art, Apple Bear, and I think most of these came from Walmart. Got silver ones, and this is going to be so I can do squeegee painting, where you just drop dots on the paper, and then you take your squeegee and smear it out. But I got all kinds of paint. I got greens, and I got blue colors. I got white. I got yellow. It's good to have a whole bunch of these if you want to do squeegee painting, so you can put different colors on your stretch canvas. And like I say, you drop your dots on here that I've seen. I ain't never tried it. And then you just take your squeegees and smear it out and see what kind of design you get on your stretch canvas. So that's one that I haven't tried that I want to try. So that's the supplies you would need for this squeegee painting, if I'm saying it right. So I've got that. That's number 1. I'll put that over here. And number 2, all this stuff here is going to be needle felting. I never did this before, so that's why I got a book, beginner's book. I got this. All this stuff comes from Walmart, even the book. And I got the whole kit. This kit came with all kinds of felting wool. You get all kinds in this bag. You get black, and you get greens and purples, and you get a lot of it. Let me face it down so you can see all the ones in the kit. It comes with lots of different colors. These are all the ones that I got. And this is needle felting. This is a kit that I had got. And I got this from Walmart. Just go check for needle felting kits. And one should pop up. So this is what I got. I'm never did needle felting, so this is one craft that's trending on social media that I want to try. So you get this here in the kit. This book you have to pay separate. So this is a separate. You have to order. You have to look up for needle felting books. That's what I did for this one. But for the felting kit, you get all of this. This is what I got in mine. And you get sorry for the rattling. You get, this comes with the needle felting kit. This comes with this here. So you get this, all this wool, and you would get the thing that you have to put your felt on it to punch. You would get one of these. This is like a styrofoam thing. And you would get all this in your kit. These are to protect your thumbs and your fingers. You get 2 of these. This is what I got with mine. And you would get, I don't know what this is. Wait a minute. Oh, this is one of the, what is this? I ain't never used it, so I really don't know. You'll get one of these. And this is a glue stick, I think. And some scissors. I'll figure it out when I go to use it. I ain't never done it, so. This is to hold your, these here in. Needle felting pins. Or needles, or whatever you call it. That comes in, that goes in this here. So you can punch the, this wool to make it into like a ball. And they give you some eyes. These are like little plastic eyes. And like, it looks like a peach. Let me see. I ain't never did this before. I just seen it and I wanted to try it. Oh, these are like, for like keychains or something. So you can hang your, thing that you make. And if you like the old knickknacks back in the day, you can make like little rabbits with this kit. You can make all kinds of little animals. You can make like little birds and stuff. And this book's got a lot of interesting ways how to tell you how to do it. I had to get a book because I don't know what I'm going to be doing with needle felting. So that's why I got this book. I don't know how much this book was. It came from Walmart. But yeah, that's why I got that book. So this is the whole kit. You would get all this in a kit if you would get it. This is the one I got in mine. So you get everything you need to start. But it don't come with no instructions, so that's why I got this book. So that's what you would get for needle felting, and I've never tried this. I think this be, if you like knickknacks back in the day, this would be a craft for you to try, because you can make a lot of little things like polar bears if you know how to do it, and birds, little things that look like little knickknacks. So I think you can make earrings, you can make You can make cards, like they got a card in here that somebody made and they put that in front of a card. And yeah, so if you want to, get one of these books. And I think this is a bracelet here. I think it's like a bracelet. I would probably make earrings, something like that. So this would be like a kit. So if you're going to learn needle felting, make sure you get a kit so you can get everything to start with. And I had ordered some other stuff. I had ordered needle felting tool here, and this is I got a little crazy with this. I see it in all words. So this has 5 needles on it, I think. Let me see, is this a 5 needle one? Oh yeah, this is 5 needle felting tool. And I think this is like if you want to put it on fabric or something like that. If you want just a light punch, does it. And I got this. And I guess this is good to put if you want to put your needle, your wool on fabric. And I seen this little brush here when I seen this, so you know I had to order one of those so I can use this with it. So this is a little brush, like if you want to put that on a hat or maybe some other kind of fabric, you would need this and this for fabric. Like put it on your hat, like a design like they did there. And this is how they show you how to use this. So that must be this here. That's this here. They're tabbing the brush down at the bottom, and then they have the needle thing punching on your fabric or whatever, or your hat or whatever you're doing. So what is punching appliques? It says punching appliques is an applique technique that does not require any thread or glue. So that's why I got this one. Thought this would be cool to get. And that's all I have for my needle felting that I want to try. I think you can make all kinds of cute things with this. We'll have to see. I don't know if I'm going to do it here on my channel, but I'm just showing you craft trends trending in 2024 that I've seen on social media. Maybe you might want to try one, or try something different. The next one, so that was number 2. I'm only going to show you 3. Number 3 is punch needle. And punch needle comes in different kind of needles. I'll show you the needles that I have. This is one that I already tried. And I'll show you. This one here is one that I got from Michael's. And this is one that you use a yarn with it. Because it's got the bigger hole. See the bigger hole there? That's where you put your yarn. And this is a Michael one. It comes with two of these yarn threaders. And that's one needle you can use, but this one you use yarn with it. Any kind of yarn you got, leftover yarn. And I'll just keep them all in these little baggies here. Okay, you got that kind of needle, punch needle, and you got this punch needle here is one that you use embroidery thread with. So this is this kind of punch needle here, and this is the one you use with embroidery thread. And this is the needle here. This is the punch needle. The tool here, and you take and put different kind of needles that you can put in it. So this is a punch embroidery thread punch needle. So this one here, I'll save all the packs so I can show. And this I know how to do very well. And this is a punch needle embroidery needle set by Ultra Punch. So if you want to get one of these, that's what the name of it is called. So that's another punch needle. And I got that from Walmart. A lot of the stuff I get is from Walmart or even Michael's. Let me see where this one goes. I think this one goes in here. Let me make sure it don't go in here because I like keeping them together. That one. Okay, this has got its two in there. That punch needle. So you can get punch needles for yarn or a punch needle for embroidery thread. So this is embroidery thread here, and I have some more that I use for embroidery thread. This one here is a one. This one comes with 3 different needles, and this is that brand Boy. This comes with a 2.2 mm. This one comes with a 1.6 mm, and you also get this 1.2 mm. They come for different, like if you're gonna, you know how embroidery thread comes with 6 pieces. One could be, one of these needles are for 1 thread, 2 to 3 threads, and 6 threads. And this is the name of this one. 3 tools. It's 3 tools, hundreds of possibilities, and this is called Boy. This is a Boy embroidery thread punch needle. So this is the same like this here. Oh, I'm dropping everything. Okay, so that for that one, that's a different kind of the same kind of punch needle, embroidery punch needle. Okay, let me put these back in their pack. I like keeping them all together so when I go to use them, they'll be easy to find. I don't have to look all over the place for it. I keep all my needles together in a box. This is another one that's trending on social media that people are starting to try again. And I have another. And it's how you can keep your thread if you want to. But this is another embroidery stitching tool. And this one here. Oh, that glare is driving me crazy. This is Clover embroidery stitching tool. This is a punch needle. And that's the tool in there. And you can get this one here I got from Joann's. This is Craft trend number 3. And this is the punch needle there. And you get the little threader with it. So I think you get, you have to buy your embroidery thread. This one does back stitch, loops, satin stitch. You can do with it. So I like this one. This is another one. That's all the ones that I have. And you can buy all kinds of, let me put these needles back in here. You can buy all kinds of embroidery thread that you can use with your embroidery punch. I got all different colors. I got more. These are the ones I put on there. I wrote them on these little cards so I could find my colors real easy. That's how you can organize your embroidery thread. And for the yarn punch needle, you can just go buy, either use scrap yarn or buy these from the Dollar Tree store like I do if you don't have no scrap yarn. I just buy these from the Dollar Tree store. Dollar Tree store has these small bundles that you can use for punch needle, your yarn punch needle. And you would also, that's why I'm showing you some things you would need for punch needle, yarn tool, and the punch needle embroidery tool. I'll put that right there. And for the yarn punch needle, you would need this kind of fabric, and you can get that from Michael's. That's where I got mine from. And you just draw your design on here, and this is the kind of fabric that you need for your yarn punch needle. It's like making a rug. You would need this kind here. It comes in a big, it's a 1 yard, and it's called monk's cloth. That's what you would need for your, I don't know if you can see it. It's called monk's cloth that you need for your, the one that you can use yarn to create your project. So I just use this kind of yarn. This is like a 4-ply that you get from the dollar store, and you would need monk's cloth for the other punch needle for the yarn. I'll show you some projects that I did. This one I haven't started yet. And you would need different kind of embroidery hoops. Different kind of embroidery hoops. I like to use this small one here, like if I'm going to make a cup coaster. I use that. I got all kinds of embroidery hoops. You will need that. And also, and if you're like me, you need a book. A punch needle book, but this is for the embroidery thread. This is embroidery thread. That's the one that you can use with your embroidery thread. This thin thread here, the embroidery punch needle. And this has a lot of projects in there. You will need a book if you don't just start out with. I'll show you some that I did with embroidery thread projects. This one was done with embroidery thread. I don't know if you can see it. Not finished it yet. That's embroidery thread. That's the one I did with embroidery thread, that one there. And this I was getting ready to do something with embroidery thread. And I showed you that one. This one was done with embroidery thread. That one there. It's like one you can hang up. This was done with embroidery thread. This one here was done with embroidery thread. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. But this is one done with embroidery thread. Okay, about that. Showed that one and that one. Okay, let me show you what I did with yarn. I got another one I did with embroidery thread. Let me show you that one. This one was done with embroidery thread. And this one was put on burlap. You can use burlap. That's what I did with this one. Ain't that cute? And that's the way I did the back. I just took a piece of stiff felt and put on the back, and I put where you can hang it up on the wall like this. You can make some cute projects with and that image there came out of this book. That one came out of the book. And a lot of times how you trace your design on here, you use your light pad and you trace a design on your fabric. It's good to have a light pad too. Okay, I'll show you some that I did with yarn and a small hoop. This one was made with yarn. Looks like a rug. Leftover yarn that I had, and I just filled on the back. And this is a cup coaster. That was done with leftover yarn. That was done with the yarn needle, punch needle. I made that. This was done with leftover yarn too. This is supposed to be green and red. I don't know if you can see it, but this was done with yarn too. The yarn punch needle, and I put felt on the back of that. I used this one here to get this design. Like, that's the one that I use. This hoop here. That's how I got it looking like a oval or like that. I got that one. And this is a cup coaster. It's supposed to be a snowman. And I put blue felt on the back of that one. And I used a small one here and just punched in the inside and just punched some eyes there. I used this one to make cup coasters. The blue one. Okay, that's how I did that one. And this one's supposed to be a flower. You can just trace like a flower design on your fabric. And like I said, you gotta use this. When you use the yarn, you have to use this kind of fabric here. A monk's cloth for the yarn, for the bigger needle. For that. For all the yarn ones, you have to use that kind of fabric that you get from Michael's. And here's another one that I made. This is supposed to be a bear, and this one you hang up on the wall. And I put felt on the back of this one. This is like a stiff felt. I just glued that down. And this was done with the, you got to put it on the hoop. You got to put your fabric through the hoop, and then you just got to punch through it. So ain't that a cute one? And let me put these away. I'm getting too many out. All these have all been done with yarn. And this one's been done with yarn. And I'll put this in a frame. I'm just showing you different ways you can do it. This is a piece of denim jean that I had. No, this was done with the not the yarn, but the embroidery yarn. And I just punched it through the jean cloth that I had, like an old pair of jeans that I had that I cut up. And I just put it in one of them dollar frames from the dollar store. I just took the glass out of it. So that's some ideas for punch needle. And with the what I do when I use the embroidery needles, these small ones. Let me show it. Let me show the embroidery needles again. When I use the embroidery needles, I just experiment with my fabric. These are for embroidery. These are the embroidery needle. And the other one's the embroidery needle. I just experiment it. I think this is like a weave cloth that I use for this embroidery thread. But just experiment with it. You can use burlap that I use. Just try to experiment with your cloth to see if it works out or not. That's what I did, because I didn't know anything about punch needle. And I just experimented with it and get a book. That way I can tell you, you know, what you got to do and all. So, did I get everything? Yeah, I think I covered everything. So there's like two different kind of needles. There's a yarn needle and there's an embroidery needle. So it depends on what you're gonna, what kind of if you're gonna use thread, embroidery thread, or yarn. So get the needle that's right for you. Get all the products, the items that you need. And you can make some really cool items out of your punch needle. So I think I covered everything. So anything you want to know, comment below. And I'll try to help you out if I can. So I hope you like this, and down below let me know what craft trend that you'll be trying. So my new craft trend is going to be, I already did punch needle. I showed you all the projects that I did with punch needle. It's going to be squeegee painting and needle felting. That's the ones I would try next. I don't know if I'm going to try them here or show them here, but I just want you to know that that's what I'll be doing, that I've seen on social media that I want to try, that I never tried. And let me know what you'll be trying. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you comment Share it out for anybody else that wants to see it. I would appreciate it. Give it a like. Comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you on your next video. Be blessed. And shine your light. Bye-bye.